Well, hello everyone. Welcome to my first impressions of Hogwarts Legacy. I got a couple of clips from my stream last night that I will be playing in this video to illustrate a couple of my points that I observed within relation to the whole drama going on around this game. But suffice it to say, I was actually pleasantly surprised. I would give the game a solid 8 out of 10 currently. And the main reason I'm rating it as an 8 is I am pretty sure there are optimization issues. I ran into some of them myself, thankfully not a whole bunch, so it didn't ruin my gameplay immersion. But I can definitely see where things could use some patching and use some tweaking on the PC version. I'm pretty sure the console versions are a lot better optimized currently. But let's get into some of the notable events that I had, and the first thing really that stuck out to me was that the gameplay does feel very fluid, the controls are actually really intuitive, and it is a very fun play. I really don't know the lore of the story, so I can't comment on its accuracy, but it is, for a first-time player, at least a fairly good primer into the future of the franchise, which is, I guess, the past in real world. Before my brain starts hurting, I did recognize a few of the characters' names from the first movie, Chamber of Secrets, which is the only Harry Potter knowledge I have. I think if you look at it from that standpoint, there probably are a lot of connections to the later lore that will be developed in, well, the first book's lore, I guess you could say. This is so weird for me to review in that respect. Anywho, there were a couple of things, though, that I noted in relation to the drama that I feel that either one, got glossed over entirely, or two, ignored, or three, they know about it and they just elected not to say a thing about it because it did not really support their narrative. In first clip, in this clip, we have JK Rowling release a stand-in for her that appears to be burning at the stake. Like, there are so many different ways to read this portrait. Now that I know that, like, yeah, that does look like her, and I cannot say that that was meant to be a kind reference, to be perfectly honest. Basically like a witch from the Salem witch trials era. And while you could probably read this a dozen different ways, one of which being that the developers obviously have no love lost for JK Rowling, and they just wanted to put that in the game in a very subtle way that you could just kind of see and not really put it out there blatantly. So in a review, should you play it, might easily be missed, or it could have been blatant, I'm not sure, or it could have been a stand-in for the drama that they kind of figured would be coming for this game and decided to make light of it and just something in the world setting. There are many different ways you could read it, but in my opinion, I think they put it in there as a statement for everyone who would eventually do what they're doing currently and just bash the game because it's in the Harry Potter franchise. Point number two, and this, I have seen this one get mentioned, but it is still kind of glossed over a lot, and that is there a trans character that is running a tavern in the nearby town to Hogwarts.
To see you, Lord Gok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well.
And I feel like this just does not get mentioned hardly by the antis of this game, because it flies right in the face of their narrative that this game actually does have inclusion and diversity. And when you talk about the time period that this is set in, this obviously does not fit the time period because it just would not really be plausible at this point in history. But we can look past it because this is a world of magic and a complete fantasy world, so I don't have a problem with it. But I think the character is a really good character because she stood up to one of the bad guys and told him to go kick rocks. The same thing any good business person should do, regardless of your race, creed, gender, or identity. Which brings me to the conclusion of this overall review. If you want to play it, play it. Especially if you're a smaller streamer like myself. As one thing I did notice from my stream last night, I didn't really advertise it on Twitter, but I still had my usual or my regulars. I picked up one follower, though I lost 4, I believe. So it was a net loss on my Twitch, but I kind of figured that would happen given the nature of this game. But my chat was it was basically normal. There was no people coming in causing any sort of stink, no people saying like, why are you playing this game? But none of that. It was just a regular stream. So I think it's probably safe to say, unless you're a bigger streamer, you probably don't have a ton to worry about. And if you really are worried, do like I did and make sure that there are things in place beforehand, like your auto moderation, shield mode, or disclaimer commands, that kind of thing, just in case you do need it. But I think most people that are around my size, being a very, very small streamer and very, very small content creator, you're probably just going to have a regular day of streaming and you'll have fun and enjoy the game for what it is. And that's my honest opinion. Now, it seems like these antis are pretty much targeting where people like Pippa Pipkin, Zepla, Silverveil, Pikami, and Asmongold, and probably a lot of others I'm not familiar with. I know Hassan got targeted by both sides. And yeah, plenty of people have already been covering his involvement in this, and he's come full circle to being full anti. So, yeah, Rev, Clownfish TV, and a few others have already covered that part of it. And my final thoughts on this is play it, have fun. If it's a game you think you're going to enjoy, tell the haters to go kick rocks, because at the end of the day, you are in control of where your money goes. You can choose to spend it how you wish. And if you want to spend it for a few hours of fun in a video game like Hogwarts Legacy, then please go have fun. And with that, I'm going to wrap this video up. If you like this kind of content, you stuck with me this far, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Goodbye.